Hey everyone, it's Kai from Cool Collectibles, back again for another review. No, it's not of these two Asmus Toys figures. These are the previously released Merry and Pippin figures from their Lord of the Rings series. What I'm reviewing today is their upgrade or expansion set. That includes a couple of new head sculpts and their travel cloaks from earlier in the movie. So I'll start with Merry on the left here. So here's the original sculpt. And if you saw my original review, you'll see that I found the skin tone a little too dark, like he's got a bit of a tan. It's probably not coming across too dark on the screen now, but once I put the revised head sculpt side by side, you'll see what I mean. So here's the revised head sculpt, and you'll see that the skin tone is much lighter, and it's more, with this new one, it's much more uniform with the Sam and Frodo figures that they released after these two. So I think the skin tone is much better, and the likeness itself is also much improved, I think. He does look a little bit bloated around the cheeks and under the chin there. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate, but I'll probably have to go back and have a look at the movie again. But overall, I think the likeness is much better, particularly in the eyes and the nose and just the overall expression. But I think the biggest improvement for me, the original figure here, the hair and the sculpting on the hair is very thick, so it's a bit clay-like. But on this newer figure, the hair and the stranding is much more defined and detailed. So I definitely like that, particularly on the top of his head here and the back. The stranding is much better, so definitely like that. And just that sort of semi-crooked laugh or smile and the sort of glassiness in the eyes is a massive improvement over the first. He also comes with his cloak that I've just taken out here. Comes in these little plastic bags, and the material, I remember the material, this material here is much thinner than what I remember of the Frodo Cloak. The Frodo Cloak, I don't actually use the Frodo travel cloak, I actually use the Elven one, but the travel cloak was a sort of a thicker cotton material. This one is a sort of thinner, you can sort of see through it. It's a much thinner sort of linen type material, and it sort of has the wire across here, and I just noticed that one of the gold buttons has fallen off. I can't see it anywhere on the table here. I've only just taken it out of the packaging, so well, that's a shame. I don't know if it's stuck in there somewhere. I guess if I can't find it, I'll probably have to go back to Asmus and ask them to see if they can send me a replacement gold button. Because I was thinking that with the Frodo and Sam, with the Frodo cloak that came with the original set, and the Sam expansion comes with his other travel cloak, I was probably going to swap out these Elven cloaks and use their travel cloaks, because they are a different colour each, I think. So it's a shame that this one doesn't have the second gold button. But other than that, it does come with the wire in the hood here, so you can sort of splay it out and perhaps have it over his head. But I'd probably just fold it up and have it folded on against his shoulder or his back. But overall, the material is pretty good, and it would give them a bit of a difference when you change all their cloaks over. But on to Pippin here, the original sculpt here. The likeness itself wasn't that great either, and the hair again was a little bit thick in its detailing. And the revised sculpt, I probably don't think the likeness is as good as the Merry figure, but again, it's a definite improvement over the original. The expression, I guess, is a little bit weird and maybe bordering on creepy, but I guess he is a bit of a clown in the movie, and the expression, I guess, sort of suits some scenes, and is a definite improvement. The skin tone again is much lighter and more accurate, and again the glassiness in the eyes is an improvement too. And again, the hair, the detailing in the hair is much better as well. So I like the finely sculpted detail in that, and it does have a few sort of gold sort of highlights through to give it that extra bit of color variation. So overall, pretty damn happy with the head sculpts. And the cloak here comes with this purple cloak that doesn't look like it's got any buttons or anything on the front. It's just with these little ties here. And again, it's a very similar material to the Merry figure with this sort of thin linen type material. And again, it's got the wire through there. And I just noticed, I guess some of the stitching isn't that great. It looks like the stitching itself is okay, but the material along the cut of that inner seam there is a little bit frayed, which wasn't like that on the Merry figure. I guess it varies depending on where the cut is, but overall, from the outside, as you see it there, the stitching is pretty good. And you can see it there, the stitching overall isn't too bad. So again, pretty nice cloaks, and I'll probably try and use the cloaks once the Sam cloak comes with his expansion set as well. So overall, definite improvements on the head sculpts, and I guess the only issue with mine is this missing gold button that I just noticed. So hopefully I'll email Asmus, I guess, and see if they can ship me a replacement button. I do have the Frodo and Sam set coming, so hopefully they can just add the button to that order there once that ships. I'm not sure when that's going to ship. I think hopefully it comes out later in January. I think they ship out their slim versions of the figures first, and then ship out the expansion set, so hopefully they're not too far behind. But hopefully you like that quick look at these new expansion sets for the Merry and Pippin figures by Asmus. Hopefully you can click that like and subscribe button, because I do have their latest Boromir figure received just the other day, and hopefully you can stick around for that review, because it does look like another fantastic figure from them. The likeness probably isn't 100%, but as always, their accessories and the tailoring of the clothing and so on is pretty much second to none in my book. So hopefully you can stick around for that review. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.